The message itself wasn't seen. There was no screenshot circulating. No caption to analyze. No public post that fans could point to and say, "This is it." And yet, somehow, the idea that Lee Min-ho may have wished Song Hye Kyo a Happy New Year began spreading quietly, not as a claim, but as a question. It started with timing. As the new year approached, Lee Min-ho shared a brief greeting with fans. It was simple, warm, and understated. Nothing unusual. Just the kind of message celebrities often release at the end of the year, reflective, grateful, forward-looking. But fans noticed something else. Around the same time, Song Hye Kyo's online presence shifted. She didn't post a celebratory New Year message immediately. No countdown. No fireworks. Just silence, followed later by a short, calm post that felt more personal than performative. Fans began asking questions. Was it just coincidence that both appeared quieter than usual during a time typically filled with public greetings? Or was something happening privately that wasn't meant for public consumption? Then came the speculation. Some fans began suggesting that Lee Min-ho may have reached out privately. Not publicly. Not through social media. But personally. A New Year wish sent directly, unseen, unshared. There was no proof. But there was context. Fans pointed out that both actors have a history of keeping personal interactions private. Neither is known for public displays or online back and forth. If a message existed, fans argued, it wouldn't be visible, and maybe wasn't meant to be. The speculation gained momentum when fans noticed the tone of Song Hye Kyo's New Year appearance. She looked calm. Grounded. Softer. Not celebratory in a loud way, but content. Was it just her natural demeanor? Or did something small, but meaningful happen behind the scenes? Fans began revisiting older patterns. They remembered the Christmas season moments, the deleted photo, the overlapping timelines, the quiet sightings. They remembered how nothing had ever been denied outright. And now, as the year turned, this possible private exchange felt like a continuation rather than a new beginning. A New Year wish is small. But it's also intimate. It's the kind of message people send when they want to mark time together, even quietly. Fans asked themselves, if Lee Min-ho were to wish Song Hye Kyo a Happy New Year, would it be public? Or would it be exactly like this, unseen, unflaunted, and known only through subtle shifts? More fan accounts began sharing observations. Some claimed Song Hye Kyo's New Year post echoed the wording of Lee Min-ho's message to fans, similar themes, similar tone, similar emphasis on gratitude and peace rather than ambition. Was that intentional? Or were fans simply searching for alignment? As the hours passed, no clarification came. No denial. No confirmation. And that absence became part of the story. Because if nothing had happened, fans wondered, why did the timing feel so synchronized? Why did both seem to step back at the same moment, and return with the same quiet energy? A New Year greeting doesn't change everything. But it can signal something. And fans weren't saying it meant romance. They were asking whether it meant connection. The question remains unresolved, suspended between coincidence and something more deliberate. What made the New Year speculation linger wasn't excitement. It was restraint. No one rushed to claim anything. No fan account shouted certainty. Instead, the conversation unfolded slowly, almost cautiously, as if people were aware they were watching something fragile. Fans began focusing less on the idea of a message itself, and more on what followed. Song Hye Kyo's behavior in the days after the New Year stood out. Not because she said something, but because she didn't. Her posts were minimal. Her tone remained consistent. No dramatic shifts. No obvious signals. And yet, fans felt something had settled. They compared this to past years. Past transitions. Past moments when public figures used New Year greetings to reset narratives or announce changes. This time, there was none of that. Just quiet continuity. Fans returned to Lee Min-ho's side of the story. After his New Year greeting to fans, he didn't elaborate. He didn't follow up with interviews or reflections. He moved forward, calmly, professionally. Was that just maturity? Or was there something personal already acknowledged privately? Fans began discussing the meaning of private wishes. A New Year message doesn't have to be romantic to be meaningful. It can be respectful, thoughtful, grounding. And in the context of everything that had come before, the shared timing, the Christmas overlaps, the unaddressed rumors, this alleged private exchange felt less like an isolated moment and more like part of a pattern. Still, nothing crossed the line into confirmation. No screenshots leaked. No sources claimed certainty. No agencies stepped in. And that, fans noted, was unusual. Because even baseless rumors often receive swift corrections. But this didn't. Instead, it faded into quiet acceptance, not belief, but possibility. Fans asked new questions now. If a message was sent, why keep it private? If it wasn't, why did both seem aligned in tone and timing? Why does every story involving them end the same way, without denial? As days turned into weeks, the speculation didn't explode. It lingered. And perhaps that's why it feels different. Because this isn't about a headline or a reveal. It's about accumulation. About moments stacking gently instead of crashing loudly. So fans are left with the same question they've been asking all along, only now, framed by the start of a new year. If Lee Min-ho did wish Song Hye Kyo a happy new year privately, what does that mean? Is it just courtesy? Is it friendship? Is it something deeper? Or is it simply another moment fans will never fully understand, because it was never meant to be seen? And as the year moves forward, fans aren't waiting for answers. They are watching for patterns. Because sometimes, the most meaningful moments aren't announced. They are felt, quietly, at the beginning of something new.